The grassland opened before them, like an endless ocean of grass, with no visible end. The wind moved across the dry ground, carrying the scent of dust and wild plants, creating soft sounds that felt like quiet warnings from nature. On this vast land, every sign had meaning. A broken branch, a fresh footprint in the soil, or a patch of grass that suddenly trembled could signal life or danger. The Hadzabe understood this clearly. To them, the wild buffalo was not only prey, but a powerful opponent that could reverse the situation in a moment. They stopped in silence to check their bows and arrows. Experienced hands tightened the bowstrings and adjusted the tools at their sides. No one spoke much. The only thing visible on their faces was focus, because they knew the hunt truly began at the moment of preparation. Even the smallest mistake could cause the entire plan to collapse. Their next steps were so light, they almost made no sound. The Hadzabe moved through the tall grass, like shadows blending into nature. Every step was careful. Every glance was a quiet observation. They listened to every small movement around them. Suddenly, a faint sound came from the low bushes. Everyone froze instantly. The wild buffalo was closer than they expected. A massive head appeared briefly above the grass, its curved dark horn catching the sunlight. In that moment, the heartbeat of the group seemed to quicken. The vast grassland suddenly became eerily silent, as if nature itself were watching the confrontation. The hunt had now truly begun, but even before the first arrow was drawn, pressure filled the air. The Hadzabe knew patience mattered more than speed. Calmness mattered more than strength, so they moved forward slowly, keeping just enough distance to observe the massive animal ahead. The buffalo stood firmly among the low grass. Its enormous body looked like a living rock on the plain, powerful muscles shifting beneath its thick skin. The Hadzabe exchanged quick glances. Without words, they understood each other. One man moved to the left, while another held position behind. Arrows rested on the bowstring, but no one rushed. The grassland now felt like a giant stage, where every movement mattered. Tension rose instantly. The buffalo suddenly began to move, walking quickly through the grass and constantly changing direction, as if testing their tracking skills. The Hadzabe immediately adjusted. Some lowered their bodies to avoid being seen, while others kept their distance and continued observing. Suddenly, the buffalo charged forward, forcing the group to react instantly. One hunter pulled back his bowstring, while another signaled to stop. Within a few seconds, every decision had to be made quickly. An arrow was released, but the massive animal changed direction at the last moment. The arrow struck the dry ground behind it. The animals caught earlier were tied securely and prepared to be taken back. When they returned to camp, the meat would be cut into pieces and roasted over the fire for everyone to eat. After a long day on the grassland, the meal felt especially meaningful. The smell of roasting meat spread through the air as everyone gathered together to share the results of the hunt. For the Hadzabe, meals like this not only restored their energy, but also strengthened the bond of the community. Stories about the day's journey soon began to be told around the fire.
When the meat is ready, everyone
If you want to continue experiencing dramatic moments like this on the wild grasslands, remember to follow and share your thoughts. In the next encounter, do you think humans or nature will hold the advantage? Leave your opinion in the comments below.